Move over Etho's lab and Ray's works, because there's a new Redstone King in town, and his name is TaxxiCab. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Papa Smurf's World. As you could see from the intro, I am no longer Papa Smurf. If you watched my last video, Art of Making Minecraft, I debuted this new skin. I liked the Papa Smurf. I thought it was fun, but I wanted something that I made myself, something that I didn't just rip off of skin decks. And I feel like this skin kind of encapsulates my new vibe. But like I said at the beginning, we are going to put some of our redstone prowess to the test. I have some big plans for this episode, but unfortunately, as we know, resources are just always a problem. So I want to build a nice big forest over here as a backdrop to our city. But I need lots of wood and I need lots of leaves for custom trees and stuff. Naturally, that led me to looking at tree farms, and there were lots of good tree farms to get logs. But if you needed, so here comes the rain. If you needed leaves, it wasn't quite as easy. So I thought I would try out my own little farm. So I put together a semi-automatic tree farm where you can get logs and leaves and saplings. It's relatively simple, but I will let y'all be the judge of that. But I'm over here clearing out this forest, and I will do some terraforming to prepare the build that we're going to do to put over top of it and hide it a little bit. You may have noticed by now, but I do like to hide my redstone, even though I do have a couple farms that are just kind of out in the open. But you know, inspiration strikes where it strikes, and sometimes you just got to follow that. That is what I'm doing here. Hey everyone, this is TaxxiCab from the future. I didn't realize until hitting the editing room that my mic was a little messed up. So sorry about that. Yeah, I tried tweaking. Tried tweaking with some settings for my mic, and I don't know. Somehow the expander, compressor, or some things that I just didn't understand didn't quite work right when I was recording. But that's okay. Yeah, this project was a little bigger than I expected at first, and incorporated a lot of things that I don't normally do a lot of. One is terraforming. You can see it's kind of rough. I kind of just flattened it and figured I'd just worry about the terraforming later. Yeah, but this was a good build to sit down and watch a movie while kind of clearing stuff out. So that was good. I love movies. I have watched. Well, I've written reviews on almost 600 now. I don't know why. I kind of just started it a few years ago. Which, wow, that really sounds bad. Started a few years ago and it's almost at 600. But I kind of do a lot of this. Just, you know, throw on a movie in the background or, you know, while I'm doing like a mindless task like mining a bunch of stone and dirt, chopping down a bunch of trees. So, yeah, I like to do that in the background. That's just something that I absolutely love about Minecraft. It's a game that you can play however you want. You can speed run and try and beat the Ender Dragon and collect or do all the achievements or whatever. Um, or you could chill out and build or farm. It's something that I really appreciate. I work my day job. I work in accounting, and it's not the most creatively stimulating, one might say. Um, and so that's kind of why I have gravitated towards playing Minecraft a bit. It allows me to express some creativity. Same thing with writing movie reviews, as weird as that sounds. I get to, see other people's work and take inspiration from that, their storytelling. Um, I've dabbled in trying to write a book before, but I don't have quite the stamina for that. So it's been like 2 years and I'm maybe 10 chapters deep. But um, that's okay. I think it's really important for everyone to find their creative outlet if you don't work in a creative field. Okay. Enough yapping about myself. Let's get to what we all came here for, and that would be our build today. Like I said earlier, doing a farm, a wood farm, and I wanted to do something that would cover it up because it's kind of long and something that would fit in with the French European theme that we have going on with our city. And I thought, what is all over Europe? What is just everywhere you look in Europe? And that's churches. Um, the shape worked to cover up the farm. I was like, you know what? That'll look cool across the water. It'd be a good thing to look out on. So decided to do a big old church. Um, don't worry about the windows. They are aligned properly. It just looks weird in the clip. But yeah, so decided to use tough bricks, just some tough blocks and some pale moss here and there, and then go with a simple spruce roof. The tough was really easy to acquire because we are right on top of a trial chamber. If you have not seen episode 4 of the series where we take on the trial chamber, you should go watch it. It was a good one. But yeah, I like the variation that Tough has. It's a cool color and it's got some nice different shapes and colors that you can use that are really good in the darker gray tones. Well, there you have it. That is our church, and I really like it. I kind of just started building it, and then it kind of just happened to look similar to the church from Knives Out's. Is it Dead Man? You're a Dead Man, or I don't know, whatever the new Knives Out movie is. But I like it. It feels like it's missing something though. Can't tell quite what it's missing. But let me try something. Ready? 3, 2, 1, bang! Oh yeah, doesn't that look nice? Let me show you how I did it. So I removed some of the tough bricks and I started adding in some different variations. I added regular tough, mossy stone bricks, regular stone bricks, and worked my way up to polished andesite. I thought it gave it some good color, and working up to polished andesite gave it that color difference enough to where the bottom felt heavy and it drew your eyes up to the top of the build. This church, I like it. Here it is up close. As you can see, we use some tough bricks, tough stone bricks, mossy bricks, polished andesite. Those were our base blocks. And then we use some, I think it's chiseled tough and some chiseled tough brick over on that side. Some little pops of detail. And then in the, I guess, bell tower, but we don't have a bell in it, it goes pale moss to stone brick and stone or cracked stone brick, lodestones all the way up to andesite. And yeah, we've got some stained glass in there. I think it looks good. I need to sleep real quick. As you can see, the landscaping definitely needs some tending to, and we will deal with that, but I wanted to show you the inside first. So here is the inside of our church. You've got nice pews with some shelves as the end cap. Here's our floor. We just have torches under there because we don't have like a good block light source. Down here's like the main altar. It's got like a table and a nice podium or whatever this is called. And if you notice, we have these alcoves. If you've ever been to a cathedral or a big church, they may have these alcoves off to the side where they'll have like an altar to some saint or someone's buried in here. I don't quite know what we will do in these two alcoves, but they're here for us to use later. But there is one single reason, well, two reasons really, that we built this church. One, it's because it looks cool across the river. And we've got some good views of the city from over here. I mean, when we take down these pine trees, or spruce trees, it'll look good. The main reason is down here. This is the main reason we are here. This is why I'm claiming to be the best redstoner of our generation. Totally ironically, definitely not serious about it. This is my custom tree and sapling and leaf farm. It's semi-automatic. It will do multiple types of trees. It does oak, birch, spruce, what else does it do? Jungle, just a single sapling. Any single sapling that doesn't have like a weird shape. So acacia and cherry blossom and mangrove. They don't really work in here. But I'll show you how it works. So we have 8 slots where we can go grow trees. So we'll place 8 in there. And then these dispensers have bone meal in them. I'm running low, so hopefully it's enough. And we will flick this lever and it will push this piston and observer to this observer. It will create a signal that will run down this line here and activate all of these dispensers. And it'll grow the trees. So, apologize for the loud noises. Okay, we got all of them. So we flip this lever, comes back, all of them are grown. The great thing about the dispensers and bone meal is it only dispenses them if there is something to bone meal, so you won't waste bone meal in that way. Okay, so part 2 is these flying machines. Let's hit the button. So these flying machines will kick off and they will push. They're in line with the logs, and it will push them to the end. And when it hits the obsidian wall, they will bounce back and head this way. Okay, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, all the leaves are left. And do I have shears? I don't have shears, but you can use. Oh, I have. Is this a? No, I need soap touch on it. But it pushes all of the logs over here and leaves these leaves to despawn, or we can harvest them, and they are picked up by the hoppers here. To blow up those leaves, or the logs, I mean, we just flip this trapdoor, and it activates a TNT dropper over here. The third one's gonna hit. Okay. Flick it again to turn it off. All of them are gone. They fall into this water pool thing. And then I don't have like a very sophisticated collection system, so it's just going into a single hopper. But here we are. And then here's what we've collected in just like a minute of the farm. So some spruce saplings, so enough to replenish the saplings. And it's perfect. So yeah, that's the farm. I'm very proud of it. It's something I designed. I took inspiration from other people and borrowed some flying machine designs, or the TNT dropper. I borrowed that design, but I pieced it all together myself. So I'm very proud of it. If you guys like this design and want to see more how it works, I will be doing a tutorial. I'll post probably in the next 2 weeks with this design. And I'm not saying it's the best design ever. So if you have any adjustments that you think should be made, let me know and we can do those. So the reason that we built that is because, like I said, I want to do a forest out the back here. And I just need a bunch of logs and a bunch of leaves. So that will allow us to do that. So let's go check out where they'll be going. Wait, something feels different. Wait, there's a bunch of land over there. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. I did some off-camera work. Yeah, so I started working on the forest back here. I feel like I put hours into this. And there's still a lot to go, but so far I like it. There's a little path and a little wall up here. Come up this, we've got a nice little graveyard. I've got a mix of custom trees and just like regular spawnable trees, but yeah, I like the vibe. We've got some bushes and grass and a bunch of different stuff in here to add some particles and some just variation. I want to fill it out, but man, these trees just take so long. Let's see, let's give a free cam. No, I'd already posted it. Let's go across the river and see the forest. Well, there we go. that is our church with a forest behind it, and you know what? I like it. I would like to continue the forest down out this way. Maybe add some taller trees in the back here. And I kind of like it being a little more thin over here, but we could add some foliage. But yeah, as you can see, I removed a whole bunch over here. Before it was just like 4 wide over here. And I wanted it to be kind of like a big island. It's not necessarily an island yet, but it kind of feels isolated over there now. I really do like it. It definitely feels like a different part of the city and kind of gives a different vibe. Maybe a little bit older of a vibe. I like it. It's a good focal point. Kind of like how on the Opera House, it was a good focal point for when we're in the city. This is a good focal point when you're walking along the Riverwalk. That is going to do it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We just recently hit 10 subscribers. I know it's a small mark, but I'm very proud of it. And thank you all so much for subscribing and watching my videos. It means truly the world to me. So thank you. Let me know what other farms you think should go under this church. I want to add some other farms that aren't on all the time. They require, a switch to be flipped while I'm over here, or a little automated work, just so while I'm over here, or I don't have to be over here all the time to look at farms. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel it deserved a like, please leave that. Leave a comment down below with anything else you want to see me build. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everyone.